I'm going to talk about the pillar of light, which we all have, and how to strengthen your pillar of light. If you haven't heard the talk about strengthening the connection with your I Am presence, then I strongly recommend that you have a listen to that first. That is on our channel, Remembering I Am and the Ascended Masters. And for this exercise, I really do like to set up a posture I use for Qi Gong. It's just a very, very good place to be, and you'll feel it. And why I recommend it is when you do these sorts of postures on a regular basis, the moment you establish, get it back into the posture, your body and mind and spirit loves all this stuff and knows exactly what you're doing, and you get into a spiritual meditative state very quickly. Your body just goes shift, and your spirit shifts. It's hard to know which does what, but I know from years of Tai Chi and Qi Gong, the moment you adopt the posture to start, you just sort of boom, go there. So that's why I really recommend it for this work. And it's not something you have to do forever, but it's certainly something you do for a time until you feel that you have the strength in your body of light that you need, that you want. And so you basically stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Now, when they say shoulder width apart, it's a little bit confusing for us in the West. A bit confusing. It's basically the inside of you. You have your feet parallel. It's the inside of line of your feet match up with the inside line of your armpits, kind of where your chest meets your armpits. So your body meets your arms, I guess, is the place. That's where your armpits are. And so that's really the equal distance. And then you unlock your knees. So you let your knees just sort of release if they're cocked. If you want to use this as part of a Qi Gong thing where you might even think of losing weight or getting internal physical strength, then you just sink deeper down into your, basically you lower yourself down a bit, and so your thighs have to do a fair bit of work. Then you rock your pelvis forward a little bit, and all you're trying to do is take the arch of your back out, because that just kicks your spine out, which is healthy. When you're walking, that's what you need to do. But when you're doing these exercises, you really want to have a straight line down your spine. Then I like to imagine that the crown of my head is suspended from above. So I tuck my chin in a little bit, and then I pull myself up by the crown. And you'll know when you're doing this right, because you'll almost feel like there's a space where your neck should be. So you will grow. You will be, a couple of centimeters taller, because this is your real height. That gravity and life does sink us down as the day goes on. So just really grow to your full height. And with your arms, and I do like to do it like this, your hands, they've got to be as soft as possible, but you create a kind of this soft circle, and the right hand, it comes up, so it's about 30 centimeters from your throat chakra. And your left hand is about the same from your Tantian or your sacral chakra. Now, this is my own design. In a lot of this normal Qigong work, when you have the right hand, left hand combination, it's reversed for females. So you might want to reverse it. So for the female, it would be left hand up and right hand down. I don't know if it's that important. I haven't examined it. I haven't, there's nothing to reference to, because this is my own kind of working out of things. I'm sure it doesn't make an enormous amount of difference, because that's not where the focus of the work's going to be. But, why not? Give it a go. It depends. You do what you feel just works. So yeah, about 30 centimeters, 35 centimeters from the throat is the right hand, and about the same from the Tanchen. The Tanchen or sacral chakra is about 1.5 to 3 inches below your navel, and about there. The hands have no energy in them at all. They're so soft. They're as soft as possible. Not limp like a rag, but there's no tension in them at all. They are just there. What will happen is you'll get energy manifesting through, your Qi manifests through your palms of your hands. So as your Qi circulates and begins to circulate, should you do this long enough, then that Qi will end up bouncing from your right hand into your throat chakra, and from your left hand, or vice versa, depending on whether you've decided to opt for the variation, into your sacral chakra. And sacral chakra is very, very powerful chakra for your creativity, sexual energy, but it's your creative center, and your throat chakra is your communication and organization center. So maybe that's why it's right hand, which is the left side of your brain, which is for the organization thing, and the left side, which is the right side of your brain, is your artistic thing. So that may be why it maybe should stay right hand up, left hand down. Great instruction, isn't it? You're adopting the pose, you're nice and straight, you're breathing. So your hands, one hand throat, right hand throat, left hand sacral chakra. Your breathing is reverse breathing, which is called cultural breathing. And reverse breathing means you pull the tummy in. You're not breathing in the lungs at all. So you kind of get them out of the picture. The shoulders should never move at all. So you're breathing only below your waist. It's all happening below your waist, all really at your waist. So you pull your waist in when you breathe in, and you let your waist out when you breathe out. And they're just like billows, just in and out. And at first it will take a little bit of attention just to get that pattern of breathing, because it'll be very different. It is very, very high auspicious breathing, and it really will generate Qi energy. And that's not a bad thing when we do this work, because it is the same energy that moves planets. So learning to harness it and manifest your own is always quite helpful. Inside, to help with your posture, I like to imagine a golden, purpley, silvery, whatever colours you really want along those lines, column that goes from my root chakra, which is kind of my perineum, my bottom, right up through my crown, through where the rope is being suspended, and up into the heaven, and extends down into the ground. That's a small column of energy that just moves. Now my chakras sit on that column of energy, so that's how you can visualize it. Why I find that's important is when you have that straight, you'll be straight, and you'll find you may just jiggle around a bit to get that straight, and that is the basis of Qi Gong. In Qi Gong, we find out our strongest postural position for each of the postures. And sometimes you have to jiggle around. It may not look perfectly straight, but to you, it's your ultimate optimum strength. So just find that strength point where you feel completely straight. So let's quickly recap while you're sorting yourself out. Parallel feet, shoulder width apart, unlock the knees, just slightly release the pelvis, just rock it forward, shoulders relaxed and down, chin in, head suspended from above, right hand 35 odd centimeters from the throat, left hand the same from the Tanchen below the navel, and a column of light energy going up through your crown and extending into the universe and down into the earth. This is very good for your sense of security and financial responsibility, to have that root chakra going into the earth grounds you, and it helps you a lot And conversely, the other way, it helps you connect to your higher self, because you are extending yourself out of yourself into the higher realms. When we're doing certain breathing exercises, and you can do this before you do the pillar of light exercise, you can just breathe in through your column of light and draw in energy from the cosmos. Send it down through your column of light and down into the earth, feeding Gaia and sending it down to Gaia. And then again, you can draw it up when you breathe in, draw in from Gaia and send it up and gift it to the cosmos. And you can create your own cycle that way, which is another wonderful thing to do. And this becomes a breathing meditation. You could do this for 15 to 20 minutes, and I guarantee you, without a doubt, you will come away just feeling like you've never felt before. The sense of well-being will be so profound that you'll want to just go back and do it all over again. Okay, so now let's get to the pillar. God, that took a while. Now let's get to the pillar of light strengthening. So your pillar of light is your protective, I guess it's your aura, I don't know, but it's about 3 foot each way. So if you extend your arms out, you would get to the periphery, the perimeter of your pillar of light. It goes down, it's open, goes down into the earth and goes up in the cosmos, like the column I was talking about, the internal one. This is your external one. Oh, I forgot. Get your tongue and touch the roof of your mouth. Sorry, the tip of your tongue touches the roof of your mouth. Just roll it back on your top teeth. So just draw it from your top teeth across your palate, your upper palate. There's a ridge, and then it drops down into a well. And when you get to the bottom of the well, that's the point. Don't go too far back in your mouth. Now that joins your microcosm, the two orbits. You have a microcosm and a macrocosm orbit of energy, if you follow your Tai Chi meridians and your acupuncture meridians, same thing. And this joins the two circuits, which makes you much more powerful in your breathing, and the Qi and you cleanse your internal organs that way while you're doing the Qi breathing. So it was in my head and I completely forgot. This is what happens when you don't have little notes in front of you. Back to the pillar of light. You've got your posture, tongue touching the roof of your mouth. Imagine your pillar of light, and it's 3 foot and it has crystal edges. And so now for your strengthening exercise, you're going to listen to me and repeat after me, whether in your mind or out loud. So you're speaking to your God presence. You're speaking to your I am presence in love, as if you're speaking to your beloved Father. Not the Father that you hate because they beat you. No, the Father that you wish you always had. That's the one. And repeat this. Beloved, magic, I am presence. Project and establish your protective pillar of pure substance of light in, through, and around me. Charge it with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable, which keeps me absolutely insulated to everything not of the light. And keep it sustained. Make and keep me ever sensitive to you and your direction, and immune to all imperfect vibratory rates. And then visualize it in, through, and around your physical body for that 3 feet. As far as your outstretched arms will reach, see the edge crystallized. Now, when you're more experienced and you feel you've projected and established it, change that invocation to this one. And I will say it and then you repeat it. Beloved magic I am presence. Intensify your protective pillar of pure substance of light in, through, and around me. Charge it with your invisible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. Which keeps me absolutely insulated to everything not of the light. And keep it sustained. Make and keep me ever sensitive to you and your direction. And immune to all imperfect vibratory rates. So this is a way to protect you, and I do recommend you do it for a few months and get your relationship with your pillar of light, strengthen it and solidify it. The world is going through funny times as we approach ascension, and this will help with your light strength. Thanks everyone for listening.